Wednesday afternoon, Mark Abrams here. Let's go down to Tennessee, where I got Jessica Camara, who this Friday night takes on Heather Hardy in the main event of a big show on UFC Fight Pass. Jessica, do you care to share the fans where you're at, or where you're doing this interview from?
I'm doing it from a moving van that my coach rented from Hertz.
I didn't even know they had that stuff like that.
Yeah, the best deal that we can get. So had to take the cheapest car possible.
Well, if you brought a lot of stuff, I'm sure you could have fit it all in. So
yeah, we can fit a whole lot of stuff in here.
So much for being the main event, getting limo service, I guess, huh? We got this big fight Friday night. Heather Hardy, main event. Heather, who's obviously a very popular girl fight now in New York City. I believe she's about 22-1. This is a terrific opportunity.
Yeah, this is the biggest fight of my career. It's the biggest moment. I'm embracing every moment of it. I've trained really hard for this camp. I've actually been training for a good solid 3 months for this. So I am in the best shape I have ever been. I am mentally the most prepared I have ever been. I'm just focused. I'm calm, and I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
You're the bigger girl in this fight. You fought at the higher weights. What does that mean? Does that mean anything come Friday night once the bell rings?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be the stronger fighter in there. I feel like she's gonna feel my power and my strength compared to all the other females that she has been in there with.
How much does obviously she's been, she's fought on HBO, she's been in some high profile fights, Amanda Serrano. She's been to that, mountaintop or close to that mountaintop. Like you said, this is the biggest fight of your life. How much, that you want some of that? How much of that plays into what you feel could be the outcome in your favor on Friday night?
Well, yeah. I do know that, she has the experience behind her. She is, she's 38 years old. She's kind of, getting up there, and she's moving into a different weight category. She's moving up in weight. So I feel like that's a big test for her, stepping in with somebody like me who is a heavy puncher, and I'm a relentless fighter. I come forward and I put the pressure. The thing, she does have experience on me, but I feel like I do have a lot of other things that she's definitely gonna feel come Friday night.
Your last fight, you dropped a decision to actually a stablemate of yours, Melissa Saintville. Did you feel after suffering that defeat that an opportunity like this would come up in your next fight?
Well, no, but I did know, like, after that fight, I knew that I was meant to be in the ring with that caliber females. I knew I was ready to, for a big fight. So when this opportunity came, I just felt like a perfect fight for me. It was this perfect matchup for me. That's how I feel.
Obviously, you're from Montreal, one of my favorite cities to be at. A great boxing atmosphere up there. I know they pack the house up there for a lot of the men's fights. What's the female boxing scene up in Montreal?
We got a few females. There's Mary Abdicare.
Just fought for the world title.
Those are like the main names that come out of there. There's a few upcoming other females also, but those are But Mary Abdicare, just coming off her loss with Clarissa Shields, and now she's actually fighting for the WBC World Championship in June, so that's going to be big.
And Kim Clavel, who just won a big award, humanitarian award by ESPN, and just fought on ESPN in Las Vegas. So when you see them, and I'm sure you know them very well, you see them get their opportunities. Is that motivation for you as well?
It is. I mean, they're like their home is Montreal, and so they're really into that culture. They speak French, right? It's a little different for me because I don't speak the language. I come from Ontario, and most of my fan base is from Ontario. I feel like my opportunities are gonna come elsewhere. Like fights like this, like with Heather Hardy. I feel like I'm gonna have to go elsewhere to get to those heights.
And I assume that you have a lot of these fans watching Friday night on UFC Fight Pass.
Yeah.
Talk about this. This is a headline of a card. I know there's one male fight on the card, but it's mostly I think 4 out of the 5 are female fights.
Yeah.
You're the headliner of this. Obviously they tapped you. Heather obviously he's got a big name. What's that mean to you for you to get this fight to be the headliner of a card like this?
Well, it's something I've actually never experienced in my whole 13 years of boxing. So this is the biggest moment for me, and honestly, it's exciting. I'm usually really anxious and nervous for fights, and it's something I've had to learn throughout all my experience in fights. So this will be my 10th professional fight, and I feel like I'm able to take control of that energy, and especially for this moment, I'm just enjoying the process of everything. Just taking it day by day and embracing it all.
Have you thought what a win would do for your career?
This win it's going to take me to the next level. This win could be, my next fight could be a world championship fight, so I'm taking it very, very seriously. My mental game has got to be 100 going into this fight. And I think that's the main thing for me, because I'm 100% physically prepared. I just got to make sure I'm mentally there and focused, and I just do exactly what the game plan is.
What in the last couple of days beforehand, what could lead you astray mentally? Is there anything that could lead you astray mentally?
What? Sorry, I didn't get that question.
Like what? You said you have to make sure you're mentally prepared.
Oh yeah.
What will cause you to be not mentally prepared?
Well, nothing really. I'm very mentally strong, right? So I don't think anything is going to. What I mean by that is through my experiences, I'm able to control all the nervous energy, so it's not going to affect me mentally. So right now I feel good, so just keeping focused. There's nothing that's going to take me off that path, because I want this. I'm hungry. I want to make sure that I'm mentally prepared for it.
What weight is this fight at?
Well, it's a lightweight contest, but it's at 137.
Oh, so 130. So she's coming way up in weight. I remember Heather as packing them in at 122 pounds.
Yeah,
122 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I know you touched on it before. I thought I didn't know if it was 30 or 35. So it's 137. So you feel that advantage is going to be really, really big for you on Friday night.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I'm gonna be the stronger fighter in the ring for Friday night.
This is the second all women's card on UFC Fight Pass. You mentioned the Clarissa Shields DeCara fight, which was I think an all women's card. I think I just lost you for a second.
Sorry.
I think being back in the back of the moving van may have I think we're having some internet problems on your end. Can you hear us, Jessica? We'll give you a minute to maybe log out, maybe log back in, as she's having an internet problem. Jessica Camara, who's fighting Heather Hardy this Friday night on UFC Fight Pass, the Bella Promotions card. As I think Jessica's trying to get back in. Can you hear us? So we'll give her a couple minutes to try to get back in. It's a really nice card. Melissa St. Ville, who we're going to try to get on tonight. She's part of the action. Tyler Tomlin, who we interviewed a couple weeks ago, is the one male fight on the card as he makes his promotional debut under DeBell Entertainment in his home state of Tennessee. So it should be a really nice show on Friday night. I don't think there's really any other boxing on Friday night, so all the boxing fans should definitely come check out this fight. Trying to get Jessica back in here. Maybe what I'll do, I'll log her out to have her come back on. Maybe so. That's what we'll try to do. We'll give it a minute or so. Jessica, who, like we said, who's I believe living in Montreal now, She's managed by Brian Cohen of Team Empire. Brian is I call him the preeminent female boxing manager in the world. He has about 16, 17 fighters. He's got a whole bunch of world champions: Mary McGee, Kaylee Reese, Christina Lenartadone. He also manages Ebony Bridges, who had that terrific fight a couple weeks ago in England against Shannon Courtney. So Brian has a real good stable fighters, and Jessica Camara is good. Hopefully for Brian is going to be the next one that breaks through on Friday night. So we will give her one more minute to see if she can get in, see if she's texting me. Hold on. There she is. She's back.
I'm back on.
Perfect timing because I was running out of things to say. So, so what we were saying about this, the second all women's card, and recent months we mentioned the Clarissa Shields to Kerry fight, and women's boxing is really starting to come on. We've seen main events on the Ring City shows. We saw your other stablemate Ebony Bridges fight in a fight that they're still talking about. So and obviously everything with Clarissa Shields and Jessica McCaskill and Breakus just fought 2 primetime spots on big cards. Women's boxing, I think right now it's the right time for it.
Yeah, I definitely see a rise in women's boxing, and a lot of it is due to good matchups and great fights. It's wars, and I think it's bringing a lot of attention into women's boxing. That's what we need, and I do see a change coming forward.
What's it mean? I mentioned while you were gone, you're managed by Brian Cohen, and his whole focus is women's boxing. He's got like 15 girls that he has under management, and a guy like him who's a real, really behind women's boxing. And I know he's doing fights with Matchroom. He's doing fights here with a lot of fights with Lou and DeBella and everything. So, I mean, obviously, what's it like to be with someone who really, for lack of a better term, gives a shit about women's boxing?
Yeah, well, I feel I definitely have the right manager on my team. He has a lot of connections, and he knows what he's doing. He knows, like, it's like a chess game. He knows what he's doing. He knows, like, this fight's going to set you up for this fight. I definitely feel like he has my best interest, and he's got big plans for me.
We'll let you go in a minute. What do you want to say to the fans out there before they tune in Friday night? UFC Fight Pass, your fight with Heather Hardy.
Just tune in on Friday night. UFC Fight Pass. It's a fight you don't want to miss. 2 warriors. We're 2 fighters who have a lot of heart. So I'm just expecting it to be a war. So you don't want to miss this. Friday night, UFC Fight Pass. Tune in.
And with a victory, I'm sure you're going to the social media is going to start blowing up. So where can the fans find you on social media?
Yeah.
Where the fans find you on social media?
Where the fans find me on social media? On Instagram, I'm JCobraC, and on Facebook, I'm Jessica Camara.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you have it. Thank you for a few minutes of your time. Don't get lost in the back of that moving van. It looks like before we went on the air, I'm like, is she in a U-Haul? So
yeah, basically
that's what I meant. That's what. Well, you know what? Maybe if you win, maybe they'll limo you back to the airport. You never know.
It's hard to even park this thing.
Oh my! You might have to double park it, obviously. So, well, we wish you best of luck. We will see you on Friday night, and we'll talk to you.